boom, shake the room, StThomas Aquinas. All right, we are in remote learning 2.0. And that brings with it some challenges, but it also brings with it some amazing opportunities as well, I think. So we're going to jump into it. So kids, I'm going to try and bring you more energy. I'm going to try to reach you through the screen, like reach in, grab you and say, check out this cool stuff that I'm doing. And we're going to learn together. So you might remember the last 2 weeks, I've got pretty excited. I've been pumping up this thing called CoSpaces, where you get to learn virtual and augmented reality. So I'm disappointed I can't be there to see your faces light up when you do this for the very first time, but I'm just going to pretend and assume that you're going to love it. So we're going to get started on this today, and I'm going to record you a video each week and teach you some how to use the program. And I can tell you what, within probably even today, or maybe if it's not today, definitely next week, you're going to be creating some really cool stuff. And you're probably going to be emailing me going, Mr. C, this stuff rocks. Why didn't you get us onto it earlier? Because this is cool. All right, so I want you to follow along this video and the steps. And if for some reason it's going too quick or you don't understand it, the great thing is you can go back on the video and you can listen to the steps again. So you can take 4, 5, 6 times, doesn't matter. It won't take you that, but if it did, it wouldn't matter. And you can do it at your own pace. And that's one of the wonderful things about remote learning. You don't have to feel pressured by the rest of the class to keep up or anything like that. Just take your time, watch the video, have some fun, and learn some cool stuff. All right. So here is our first steps. Our first steps is you have to open up Google Chrome, the web browser on your computer or your iPad. And the great thing is you don't need any special technology or software. You just need a web browser or the ability to access the internet, and you can use this program and do what we're going to do. So you open up Google, and when you go to Google, you're going to type in CoSpaces. Now you can type in CoSpaces either down here in the search bar or up here as well. So let's say we're doing it, I click up here, and I'm going to type in CoSpaces, C-O-S-P-A-C-E-S. So CoSpaces, you see it up the top there here, C-O-S-P-A-C-E-S. Then hit enter or return on your keyboard, and that should bring you up here and show you this search result here, CoSpaces edu. Make AR, which means means augmented reality, and VR, which means virtual reality in the classroom. But you're not in the classroom, you're in a remote classroom, which is your house. And that's just as cool because you can learn equally as well in the house, in your own house, or in the classroom, I think, if you're watching this video, because it's the same stuff I'll be telling you in the classroom. So click on this link here, boom, we click that link, and it brings us to where? Here. The CoSpaces homepage. Now, when you reach this page, you know you're in the right spot. Now, when you get here, this is orange register button just above my ugly mugshot here in the video, register. So you click on the register button and boom, we have got a registration page. So this is the next step if you're on the right track. So it says create an account as either a student or a teacher. What could that be? I wonder which one you click there. Student, teacher, student, teacher. That's right, student. So we click on student here. Now, it's going to ask you for a class code. Now, I'm going to give you your class codes now. So I'm going to jump the screen and I'm going to come back. So you're probably going to need a pen and a piece of paper. A pen and a piece of paper. So go and stop this video, pause it, and go and get a pen and a piece of paper now. Beautiful. So now I'm going to go over here and show you your class code. So if you're in Miss Emily's class 5-6, your class code will be NTNJQ. If you're in Miss O's, your KE5NF. If you're in Miss Grace's 3-4, NCTZH. Miss Ann's, JZJYV. And Miss Sabrina's 2JLJC. They're your class codes. Now, I'm going to pretend I am in Miss Emily's class. So I'm going to get that class code and go copy. You can't do that, but I can. You just have to write down and type it in. Now I'm going to go back here to our registration page. Now, that's not going to work for me, is it? The paste's not going to work. Then I'm going to have to type it in. So now I'm going to type it in. So I'm going to go NTNJQ. All right, so there's Miss Emily's class code. Now you'll click continue, and hopefully this is going to work. Haven't checked it. What's it done here? All right, so it says here, Username, okay, that's cool. So you're going to put your name in. So you put your name, you put, I don't know, Shannon. Yep, you're going to put your username, and you just might put in, I would say put in like Shannon StThomas. So your name, and then StThomas. So Shannon StThomas, and then you're going to put in a password. I'm going to put in StThomas. So always use your name, and then StThomas for your username, and then your password, just make it StThomas. It's really easy to remember. Don't make it complicated. Don't put any long, crazy passwords that you're going to not remember, because when you come to log back in, you're not going to remember what your passwords were. So put your name in, you know, if it's, you know, my name's Shannon. Your username, put your first name in, and then StThomas. So StThomas, and then the password is StThomas. And then we go create my account. And then here we go. It brings you to this place here, which is your classes. Now, here I am, 5-6 Emily. That was the one I signed up for, and there's my name, Shannon. That's me, so I'm in that class. Now, when your other classmates do the same thing, there'll be Shannon, there'll be all the other kids that are in Miss Emily's class that will appear in here. Yep, but this is yours. Anyway, so this is yours, so you already joined the class. Now, here's where it gets cool, my friends. Here's where it gets really cool. Initially, just for today, you're going to have a bit of a free play. So you'll see over here, there's free play. So you click on free play. It says here, welcome to CoSpaces.edu. You could click on that. Have a look around. It says, welcome to CoSpaces. Learn some basic tools for using CoSpaces edu, which is short for education, in our welcome space. It says, first step is to navigate to the next scene. Find the scene tab button at the top left of the screen. So the screen tab button is if you go top left, so the top, and then over to your left is here, yeah. And here it is. It's got all these screens that you can click on. Well, I click on this one, all these spaces. So this is all about moving around in CoSpaces. So it says rotate your view by clicking and dragging. So we click and we drag. Oh, look at that. Click and drag. Check it out. Look at those animals up there. They are super cool. Especially that one there, the tiger. The tiger. I reckon that tiger could be on a winning streak at the moment. Oh, very nice. You know what I'm talking about, Macklin. All right, so you can zoom in and out just by sort of, moving around. So it says rotate your view by clicking and dragging. Hold the space bar and click and drag to move. Hold the space bar, click and drag. Oh, that makes me zoom in and out. Hold the space bar, click and drag. Makes me zoom in and out. Whoa, check it out. Yeah, whoa. That's pretty cool. We keep moving around here because we remember to move. To rotate your view, we click and drag. So I'm clicking. So clicking means hold my mouse down and then drag my mouse. Yeah. So rotate your view by clicking and dragging means click your mouse on this screen and then just drag your mouse. So hold space bar and click and drag to move. That means click this, put your finger, put on the space bar, the big long one at the bottom of your keyboard. Press that down. Now click your mouse on the screen and then drag it in. Move it forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards. I'll say that again. One with your finger. Put it on your space bar. Then click your mouse. And then hold the mouse key down. So click your mouse and then move your mouse forward and backwards. Forwards and backwards. And that moves you in and out. Whoa, that's close up. Whoa, that's a massive close up there. All right, we move back. Now, I click, I take my finger off the space key. I just click and drag to rotate my view. So this one says, scroll to zoom in and out. Scroll to zoom in and out. Okay, so you can scroll. So on your mouse, sometimes you'll have like a little roll. You can see it on my mouse here. Can you see that? Hang on. There you go. There's a little, a little roller. Like you can just roll it like a little wheel on your mouse. So sometimes you can use that as well. Just to roll in and out, zoom in and out as well. So I'll click and drag and go around. So click on this mouse and then press V to center on it. So click on this mouse, so there's a little mouse in there, little mouse. I click on it and then I press V to center it. Whoa, okay, so what happened was I clicked on it and then I pressed the letter V on my keyboard and it's going back out. Click on it, press V. Oop. Click on it, press V. Yep, so that just looks like we are we're centering things if needs be. All right, cool. Now we're going to keep moving on. Pretty crazy, eh? If I look around here, ooh, it's pretty crazy. Oh, we might change our view, I think. We might get out of here a bit. All right, so to get out of that view, I just held my space key down and I move forward and back. That gives me in and out, or I can just roll the wheel on my mouse if you've got one of those. If you haven't got a wheel on your mouse, just click forwards, back, forwards, back. So it's really important just to learn how to navigate your way around. All right, so that's really telling you about how to navigate around CoSpaces as well. That's pretty cool. So that one is up here in Welcome to CoSpaces, that first space there. Now we want to go down to this second space over here, watch my mouse, which is called Camera and Play. So if you click on the Camera and Play, I'm just going to move my mugshot there down here. So this is a camera object. So it says press play on the top right of the screen to enter play mode. So top right of the screen is up here. There's a play button up there. You'll see that play button. My mouse is up here. Yep. And this is the camera object. So it looks like a little camera. And the camera in your CoSpace, which is like a three-dimensional space that you create, is where your view comes from in your game or in your project. So it comes from a camera view. So right here it's saying right-click the camera and press the camera button to change the mode. So it's saying right-click the camera, which I've done. Right-click the camera and press the camera button to change the mode. All right. So I've right-clicked the camera, and you've got all these options that come up. Now there's one option here that says camera. So if I click on camera, and if you have a look here, it says camera movement. There's fly, walk, there's fixed position, or there's orbit. So there's all different options that you can use there. So walking would mean that if you're, let's say you're walking through a house that you've created in CoSpace, you've created a house, and you want the camera to follow you or look like it's walking through the house. So that could give you like a virtual tour through a house. A fixed position would just mean the camera doesn't move. It will just stay there, and it will just stay in that one particular spot. Flying would mean to give you like a view, sort of more up the top. And I'm actually not sure what the orbit one is. I haven't used that before. So you have to check that out and let me know. All right. So what it's saying here again is, oh, I must have chose the orbit view, did I? Yeah, that's the orbit view. Oh, that tells us. So there, it's changed it. So it's showing you the orbit view. So it's looking from above. So it's from, it's orbiting up the top of your CoSpace. So if I click on it again, and I'll change the camera mode now from orbit to fixed position. And it's just got a fixed position there. So it's just shooting the camera out that way. And now if I click it again, camera, see if it's going to change. Walk, what's that going to do? Okay, so just have a play around with that. And we might even go press the play button up here and see what happens. This is how other people will view your space. The camera is set to walk mode by default. You can move around the space by using the arrow keys and mouse. So you can see here, for those that have played Minecraft and stuff, you've got WASD keys to move you forward, back, left and right, or you can use the arrows forward, back, left and right. So, yep, so the camera is how other people will view your space. The camera is set to walk mode by default, but we've just shown you how you can change that. Yep, great. So if I click this arrow, I don't know if that's going to do anything, or do we have to hop out of this? No, so I'm just moving around now. The camera's 4 modes: walk, orbit, fixed position and fly. So we've done that. That can be changed in the edit mode. We've done that. Now I'm just clicking and moving around my space to get this information. So click back on the top left of your screen to go back to edit mode. Yep, so right now I've clicked play. I had to click play up here, but now I'm in my actual space. So if I want to go back to my edit mode, up here in the top left of my screen, I click the back button like that. Now I'm back in what we call the edit mode. But if I wanted to go to the play mode, I'd go up here, top right hand side of my screen where it says play, and click play. Now I'm in the play mode. Yep, I can move around the play mode and see what it's telling me. And this is a space that someone's designed. Yep, or the people at CoSpaces. Oh, that's pretty cool, look at rocket ship. So I'm keeping on moving around and I'm back to where I started. So have a play around with that. Now if you want to go back to edit mode, top left up here, top left, that little arrow there, top left, click on that, and now we're back to edit mode. So that was the camera object. Now the next one over here, I'm going to click on number 3. I think that's where we started on. Form a scene tab, yep. So I'll just move down here to this one. Pinch with 2 fingers to zoom in and out. So I'm thinking if this is if you're on a tablet. So if you're accessing CoSpaces on a tablet, you would pinch with 2 fingers to zoom in and out. Pinch, in, out, in, out. That's if you're on a tablet, if you're not on a Chromebook. If you come around here, drag with 2 fingers to tilt the view. So you'll just get 2 fingers and you'll drag it to tilt the view. So that's a little bit different if you're on a tablet. I find it easier if you're on a computer. And rotate with 2 fingers to orbit around the scene. So see, it's giving you the clues here with your fingers. So you get 2 fingers and you rotate like that. 2 fingers, hang on, get like that. 2 fingers and rotate. 2 fingers and rotate. If you're on a tablet. All right. Touch and drag with 1 finger to move. So if you want to move an object, you click it with 1 finger and you just drag it to move it. Yeah. All right. Now if I go back over to the left hand side here and I go down to my next space, I click on it. So it says open the library tab on the lower left of your screen to find the objects. Can you find my cat in the library? So if you look down here, so the lower left, which is down here, lower left, and there's a thing called library down here. You click on the library and you'll see down here there's lots of different objects. There's characters, there's animals, housing, transport, nature, items, walls and stuff that you can use for building. Get my mugshot out the right there. And then here's lots more, and you can actually, there's a little arrow down here, so there's even more that you can get. So if I go to animals, there's all these animals, and if you click on the arrow down here, you'll see there's tons of animals that you can use as well. So you can get so creative in here, so creative. We just shows at school with you guys to do it with you. But that's okay. So here, if you want to get rid of your library, you just click on the library again, which is here. Click on library, and it'll disappear. Cool. So that's how you get your library. Can you find my cat? That means you've got to find the tiger. So it's saying here, select an object to display basic object controls. So there's rotation, which allows you to turn the object in different directions. There's translation, which means you can move it up, left, and right. And you can elevate it, which moves up and back, and then you can resize it and scale it. So if it's small, you can make it bigger and larger, or you can make it smaller as well. So you can do all of those things. So you can do that here now if you want. So if you click on these, the tiger, did I tell you this tiger might be on a winning streak at the moment in AFL football? I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but I just thought I would. So the tiger, so see how it's got the circle around here? If you click on that circle, then you can just rotate the tiger around by clicking on that circle there. You can click on this one and drag it up. So you click on it, hold your mouse down, drag it up and back down. So click on it, drag it up and down. This one here, which will allow you to make it bigger and smaller. So click on that icon there, hold your mouse down, don't let your mouse click go, and move it up and drag it and down. That'll make it bigger and smaller. And then this one, translation mode, you can sort of move it to the side a bit. You can move it forward a bit, or you can move it up a bit. Yep. And that and forward can also mean backwards, obviously. So forwards, backwards. So you can set any object at any position on your virtual reality or your what we call a space in CoSpaces. So I think I've pretty much covered all those ones. We'll move around here. What's it saying here? So it says double or right click on an object to display the inspector. So double or right click on the object. So can you change the color of the bear? So on this bear, see how when I hover my mouse over it, it sort of puts a cube around it. Now if I right click on my mouse, look at that. It gives me these different options. So I'll say that again. I go over to my bear with my mouse, I put my mouse over the bear, I right click on my bear, and it brings up these different options. Now if we want to change the color, we would probably go here to material. I think we need to go there. And instead of it being a blue bear, we want it to be, I'll make it a green bear. So I'll click on green, and what do you know, we've got a green bear. I might do it again, material, brown bear, because brown bears are pretty popular, aren't they, in America? A brown bear. So you click on your object, click material, and you can change the color, or even a pink bear, of your object as well. So we'll keep going around. Oh, what do we got here? So we can press Alt plus the left click and drag on a desktop on an object to make a copy. So we can copy it. So you could always do that if you want to. So you do Alt and you click on an object to make a copy, do we? Alt. I've got an Alt on mine. Let's have a look. I haven't used this function before. I thought you could just copy it directly from there, but you can't. Alt, left click. Oh, okay, so Alt and left click. I'm not sure what my Alt is on my keyboard, which is a bit strange, but anyway. That's cool. We might give that one a miss for today. I'll sort that out for next week, perhaps. Hang on. There we go, so it's option on mine. So you Alt on your keyboard, so you press Alt, click on it, Alt, click on it, and drag it. Click Alt on your keyboard, push the Alt key on your keyboard, click on your object, and then drag it, and then it'll make a copy for you. And you can also find the duplicate button in the inspector. So if I right click on the object, and there's a duplicate, that's easier for me. Duplicate, well, that's an easy way. So I could just click on the object, go down here to duplicate, and that's duplicated it for me. So that's how you can duplicate objects as well, which is pretty cool. And I think we've still got more to go. So select an object and press the A key to attach it to another object like a horse. So if I select this horse, the unicorn, pretty cool looking unicorn by the way, isn't it? Very cool. So I've selected the unicorn because it's got this white sort of cube box around it, and press the A key to attach it to another horse. I'm going to press the A key, and it looks like these dots have opened up as well. If I just use the attachment, okay, so I'm assuming that might have attached to the horse, has it? Let's have a look. We might need to investigate that one a bit more. It doesn't look like it's working exactly like we want it to. But I'll have a play with that for next week. Alright, I'll have a play with that next week, guys. I'm not 100% sure on that one. I'll have to check that one out. So this one, open the library tab on the lower left. Alright, we've done that. Done the library tab. Alright, so guys, that is it for this week. All I want you to do is be able to log in, choose that initial CoSpace sort of like tutorial that I've went through with you then, do that tutorial, and then get familiar with how to move things, change sizes, rotate, all those sorts of things, change the colors of your objects. And then next week, we're getting into more of the open creative space where you can start to create your own virtual reality worlds and spaces. We're going to do that together as well. But I hope that has been some fun. I hope you've been able to log in without any problems. If you run into any problems, make sure you send me an email. My email address is on the StThomas CoSpaces Learning website, but it is SCurtis. Actually, I'll put it up over here. It is, I'll type it here if anyone needs it, SCurtis at stanorlane.catholic.edu.au. That's my email address there. Send me an email if you're running into any problems. If you've had any concerns with logging in, send me an email. If you've enjoyed it and you've logged in and had some fun, let me know that as well. I'd love to hear all about how you went. But please keep me updated with how you're going. But again, if you're having any troubles with logging in as well, you can just go back to the start, go back to the very start of the video and go through step by step. Pause it, give it a go, pause it, try that next step until you get through it all. There's no rush. You're at home doing remote learning, so plenty of time to explore things like this and have some real fun enjoying the experience as well. All right, my StThomas CoSpaces remote learning crew, we're going to wrap it up, and I'm going to record another video for you next week. But I'm going to roll out, even though you're not live with me, with a 3-step countdown and a virtual baboom, because we are remote, and that's how we roll when we are remote. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, and la da da ba ba boom. All right. Stay positive. Make sure you're getting some exercise, getting it going for a walk, a short run, or a jog. Yeah, try to make sure you're doing that. Super important, getting exercise. I'm sure Mr. Beavers will let you know that anyway. Make sure you're doing that. Read some books, do some drawing, get creative. Try not to spend too much time on screens, playing PlayStation, watching Netflix, doing that stuff, okay? Stay healthy, stay positive, and I will see you wonderful individuals next week. So until then, have an amazing week, guys, and I'll see you all very soon. See you guys.